Okay, so this is the memoir, the synopsis as to what occurred in legal mentoring that made me quit as a mentor, and I'm just sitting here waiting on the salvation of legal mentoring by a few very well educated and non-emotionally biased leaders. I'm just gonna say it, nigga. Alright, cool. So it all starts with, right, my boy TJ, home dog, right, basically the best owner League of Legends has ever had, right. He's basically Moses, the God speaker, right. Whenever he typed in chats, you know how it says like several people are typing. Whenever he started typing, literally everyone goes silent. The king demands silent. This is the kind of guy this guy is, right. He's fucking insane, right. Such a cool guy, and so he comes back after a while, after a hiatus, like not to be owner, just as a lackey, right? Just talking and having fun and stuff. And so he talks about Sion, right? How he managed to out pressure a top lane main, like, with 300 games on Aurelia when he played Sion, like basically he's a mid main, right? No. And so essentially he was complaining about Sion, or quote unquote complaining. He was discussing Sion, right? And then he got like a slapped with an official warning, right? By someone for complaining, and he was like, okay, skia. And so he says, like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, okay, never mind, blah blah blah, moves on to something else, right? No, so then some other guy, my boy Ashery, as far as I recall, he was posting some debatably not safe for work images, right, in casual chat about Lissandra, because this guy is like furry king, bro. He's actually King Furry. He actually goes out there and stuff. I like him, nothing against him, but he's King Furry, right? And so he's posting these images, and TJ was saying, okay, I mean, how can you like Lissandra? She gets followed by a throne of dildos wherever she goes, right? Because that is true. It is true. Like in the game, that actually occurs, right? And so he gets slapped with a second official warning, like actually being sent to the gulags on the next one, right? And so he's like, that's actually ridiculous and stuff. And then Joey, basically like Goebbels, busts in and he's like, ayo, wagwan, TJ. If you continue this drama, you're gonna get banned. Like, no, he didn't say banned. There will be severe punishments or whatever. Take this drama somewhere else. If you have an issue with somebody, take it to DMs. And TJ says, and I quote, I don't believe I'm the one with the issue here. And he got banned for that, bro. He got banned. Do you know how wackanese that is? Anyway, so he gets banned, right? But I don't know about it, because I'm just chilling, playing League, procrastinating, I don't know, fucking doing coursework or whatever, as I do. And then
playing this game called life.
Yeah, bro, I'm high on life, dude. Radical. Totally gnarly.
Right.
It's actually so funny. And so then I get messaged by TJ and it's like, get me unbanned, thank you. And then I respond with this, and I quote, they've demoted me to the point where I have to eat my own excrement for sustenance, right? That's basically what it feels. Like, I actually just got my wings clipped. I don't mind, I'm not salty about it, but I'm in that position, right? And so I'm like, bro, I can't help and stuff. And he runs me down to the situation I just talked to you about, right? And so I'm like, alright, this is bullshit. And I basically start throwing shit like a gibbon in staff chats, right? I'm like, why the fuck is he banned? There's the evidence, like when you ban someone, you can choose to delete their messages. Joey chose to delete it. It's not like he accidentally did it. He chose to delete it, right? He wasn't like, oh, ban, fucking blah, blah, blah. Right? I'm mad. And so he banned him, deleted the messages. There was no evidence of what he said was ban-worthy, which wasn't ban-worthy at all, right? And then, but the worst thing is that Joey banned him, and then when TJ was like, why'd you ban me? He's like, I can't talk right now, go to Rhino, please. Which is very petty of him, because he put Rhino in a situation, Rhino's like a mod there, right? He put Rhino in a situation where he was unable to know what's going on, and in his in his natural instinct, he was like, okay, I'm just going to assume the admin's right here. And so he defended Joey's decision, which was a terrible idea. And TJ basically lashed out at him, fucking lashed out at him, teeth gnashing, right, in DMs. And then that caused TJ to get a permaban because he's being disrespectful in DMs, even though this ban was clearly disrespectful and retarded, right? And at the same time, I'm actually tearing into Rhino's ass in fucking serious server discussion, literally like blood and feces going everywhere. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm mad at him because he's defending the emotionally the emotionally biased and subjective ban of TJ in the first place, because TJ and Joey had bad blood with TJ for whatever reason, right? And So I'm attacking fucking Rhino in this situation, and then my boy Zerath, Olanius, this guy is just chilling. He's just like, oh shit, it's unfolding. He made some spicy memes as it was going on. It was quite funny. And so the resolution of that day, of day one, fucking like with patient zeros and shit, is that my boy Rhino says, yo, I gotta go bed. I'm not feeling well. This is, you're actually just, no, not me specifically, but this situation is causing me a mental hemorrhoids, right? And so I'm like, alright, cool. Now rest well, bro. No bad blood, yeah. And so then, I think I kind of just fuck off basically. Oh no, then I continue talking to TJ about all this stuff. We're looking at DM screenshots and stuff like that. We're discussing how the response is, and it's actually wackanese. Okay, now let me get to the point, before I go to day 2, let me get to the whole summary of what I think about. So, it is my understanding that in this context, Joey is like a loose cannon. He's like a clown car of emotions. And I remember when I was admin, right? He got attacked and ridiculed. Not ridiculed, but people were annoyed with him. Or I was very annoyed with him when I was an admin, because the guy couldn't word things properly. And now he's gone very far to try and word things properly. And it got to him, basically. Before it actually got to him, he was so mad with people saying, word it better, word it better. And then I was on him. Sophia was saying, get off his back, we're a team here. And I said, okay, I can say it more politely, but I'm not going to just let an infraction slide because he gets told a lot. Like, if you get told that your wording's poor, then you have to, like, understand that your wording is probably very poor, right? So that's kind of Joey. I think that there's a whole other situation, Remedy EXE. That's, like, long story. I'm not going to get into that. That's a fucking whole other story, right? And then, but that, coupled with this, I understand that Joey is very emotionally charged, right? And he can hide it, but, like, it bleeds through his, objective and strict and reasonable demeanor. It bleeds through like anything, right? Like a sharp shit. Then we go into Sophia, right? Who is basically like the yin to Joey's yang, right? She takes things a bit more reasonably, more seriously. She likes to get compromises. She puts mind before emotion in most cases. What's up, bro?
Look at Ligament casual chat.
Alright, cool. As I'm saying this, I'm gonna bust in casual chat and see what's going on. Oh my god, no, you're actually too funny. No, you're actually too funny, bro. Okay, anyway. Holy shit. Let me read this out so people know in the video. No noobs here, dude. We're all winners in the eyes of God. Righteous. It's fucking so good. Anyway, I was talking about Sophia, right? But I don't remember her being like, you are noob. And just like, she's banned people, but she's never banned people where it's been a bit subjective. Sorry, when it's been a bit subjective. She banned people when it was undeniably that they were spamming the N-word. I wasn't about to say it, but I'm on YouTube, innit? So, about to spam the word N-word, they were basically just being assholes, and she just had none of it, basically. Reasonable bans that I have no issue with, right? But when it comes to anything with some form of subjectivity, because Joey is emotionally charged, he'll do something about it because he likes to have this sense of control, and he does have the sense of control because he's in control or whatever. She is basically the fucking afterbirth of this fucking situation. She will basically defend whatever he says, pretty much. She'll never openly object to him. She'll always like internally. They use the phrase it is being internally handled, which is, I mean, if you cannot express and show us your reasoning for banning somebody and say it is a private matter, it's being internally handled, all that says to me is we don't know what we're gonna do really, but we know that what you're gonna see is gonna be like, this is retarded, you're all terrible, so we're not gonna show you. That's what it says to me, right? So I believe Joey and Sophia are like a beautifully incompetent duet, right? In this scenario, right? And I'm being very hyperbolic. Like, I don't actually think they're fucking death bringers, right? I don't think they're these bringers of doom. But I think that the principles that they hold and the patterns that they constantly abide to will lead to this server being whack, right? The server's whack as fuck. The server was whack when, I think it was when TJ stepped down fully, and it kind of just went from there. There was different leaders. There was TJ, then there was a triumvirate of some, then there was Kion, then there was a fucking another triumvirate, then there was me in the equation, then it moved to Shad, and then Shad gave it back, and now we're here, right? And so that's day 1 with a summary. So day 2, I wake up and I get a fat chunk of text from my boy Rhino acting me saying, yo, he basically Rhino gave me the holy scripture. He was like, point A done, point B done, point C done. He summarized everything, reasonably is gonna move forward, undid the ban by principle. He just had to put it into, he just had to implement it essentially. I was like, this satisfies me, right? And then so I was like, gang, all's good, right? All's good in the hood. I talked to TJ some more. I talked to my friend Sean, sometimes known as Mandalcio. He's a safe guy. And then all hell breaks loose, bro. The monkey case starts getting rattled again because a plan that was in motion for a long time has been caught. Like they said, okay, let's bring it now, essentially. And my boys Olanius told me that okay, this isn't a result of this stuff. It was intended for it to be brought at the end of October, but I call 72% bullshit on that, because I know that often after an aftermath like this, after a catastrophe, like things get brought in quickly to stop things. And the legacy system, which means that after you were, you know, on the server for a while and you quit, you got either legacy admin if you're a worthy admin, or like if you were not an arsehole admin. If you were not an arsehole staff, you got legacy staff. If you weren't an arsehole mentor, you got legacy mentor. I'm just talking about League of Mentoring right now. I'll fill you in after. I'm recording a video. So but they reverted that. They were like, okay, we're gonna bunch all the legacies together. So me, the god legacy admin, right? These niggas are, oh, that's an N-word. Anyway, these these mandem, these boss men, right? They are the top dogs, right? They know what they're talking about when it comes to League of Mentoring. Like moi, I consider myself a very intellectual guy. People call me arrogant. I see why, to be honest, but I don't care, right? Then there's legacy staff who have some more say. Legacy mentors are the meme kings, right? Whatever. But they bunch them into one group legacy, give them some whack color, and then put into motion in the next 7 hours. You have all your staff chats removed, right? And will be just a pleb like the rest. I'm just like, okay, you have a badge. That's it. You cannot access anything. And I'm like, okay. So because everything that the establishment now has done has been opposed with impunity by legacy individuals, right? It's been opposed like the opposition of the right by libtards right now, right? Strong like opposition. They're removed. Now laugh all you want, right? Because I'm the loudest on the recording, so they'll always hear me. You can comment if you want.
Wait, you're recording?
Yeah, I'm recording right now. It's been like fucking 20 minutes. You can talk and stuff. No, you can talk. Like I ask questions. Yeah, I'm talking about the League of Mentoring scenario, right? So I'm recording right now.
I'm trying to be quiet.
No, you haven't corrupted it. It's fine. So
no, because I know what it's like when I'm recording.
okay, sorry.
No, I know what it's like when I'm recording, so
Okay.
I'll be quiet.
Can't be asked with all this British sentiment.
Trust, actually. Okay, and so I'm like
So, quick question, sorry,
yeah.
and then not to interrupt, but where are you gonna be uploading this?
on YouTube.
Alright,
I've already said the N word, so I might get taken down, but it's okay.
no, you just get
We'll get taken down.
demonetized. You get demonetized.
Oh, thank God! I want to say again. I'm joking, right? If it slips out, it happens, right? So back to the point, right? So they grouped legacies all into one, and then going to move it to staff chat. And bro, when I tell you, hell started getting raised, right? And this was like the second coming of the shitstorm, right? The previous one was when TJ got banned, and that kind of settled essentially because he got unbanned by principle, right? And then so after all removes, all legacy got removed, right? They actually pinged the current legacy roles, and they said, "Aight, boys, you all got staff things removed." Oh my God, bro! This morning, when I tell you, every motherfucker coming out the cracks saying, "You fucking retards, you're all retarded. This is basically Hitler v2, right?" Everyone's busting out, bro. Like people I haven't seen in months, people in the dark for months, have a message in staff chats for months, come out saying you people are retarded and stuff. Because I mean, I think this decision was poor in hindsight. When I was establishment, I was like, okay, I don't mind. But it made me realize that there's so much behavior of staff and admins right now that is a self-preservation instinct. It is with self-interest, and a non-profit charity organization is being run based on self-interest. It's moving slowly into paid territory. Essentially, it's basically going to implode and collapse on itself because it's going tits up. Essentially, I can divulge into why I think it's going tits up, but I'm just giving the scenario, right? And so then a shitstorm, and people are basically. I made like 17 Wehrmacht jokes, right? I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And then I made a Nazi joke, right? About like Joey basically being the Fuhrer. And I got muted. And as a result of being muted, if you're Legacy and you get muted now, new rule that Sophia made because you got pissed, right? Emotionally charged, then if you get muted as Legacy, your Legacy is removed. And so now I'm just on pleb with level 40 and a caster role. Bro, I used to be top dog. I used to be the OG. I used to be the cool staff member and the cool admin who all the basically pseudo L9 players would be like, "Aye, bro, your staff buddies are being inappropriate or unreasonable. Can you help us?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I got you, bro." And I basically fought for all sides. I wanted everyone to be a winner. Now I'm just some pleb, bro. But I don't mind because basically everyone's a pleb in some way or another on that godforsaken server. So does anybody in this Discord have any questions? Essentially, that's the end of the story so far. Also, before I continue, shout out and respect to my boy Rhino, to my boy Olanius Pius, basically Zerath, to my boy Widdy. I used to play solo queue with that guy. He was cool. Shout out to fucking who else? Everybody who I talked to casual chatting. Yeah, there's basically any questions here. Any comments about how radical this whole situation is? Alright. That sounds like a good conclusion. I mean, just DM me if any questions, innit? It's good.